Welcome, everybody, to Component 27, Guy Party Podcast.
I was afraid you forgot that for a second.
I did forget it, actually, but I should jog my memory. But, yeah, check us out. Look us up on Instagram, guys. Check us out at our website, guypartypod.com. On Instagram, guy_party_pod. Check us out. Leave a comment. Tell us what you like. But anyway, I don't like doing that. Just get that shit out of the way and just get this started.
How was your week?
What's up, Matt?
Or 2 weeks,
Dude, my week
whatever
was terrible.
it was.
Terrible. It's 2 weeks. Again,
2 weeks.
But it'll be back to the regular weekly schedule now because I'm not studying for my exam because I got fucked yesterday taking it. My week was just studying. But took the exam yesterday. It was not representative of what I thought it was going to be.
What do you mean by that?
I studied that whole book. Remember that study guide? I knew that book like the fucking back of my hand. I knew the concepts and everything. I got to the test and nothing was on it that I studied from that thing. Nothing. Maybe 2 questions out of the 110. But
what were the rest of the questions on?
There's a bunch of questions on, like, surprisingly, like a bunch of questions on groundwater dating, like age dating of like tritium and shit. Like, I didn't know what that was. Luckily, I looked it up beforehand, but still was unsure of the way they presented the questions. It was just very, very difficult. But my only saving grace is that, yes, it was extremely hard. However, when I left, I sat there for the whole 4 hours. I was there from 1 o'clock till 5 o'clock. I sat for the whole 4 hours. And I just finished right at the end because like 2 questions I just had to guess on because I had no fucking idea how to do these equations. So I just guessed on them. And more than half the people were still there sitting down after the 4 hours. Wow. So they had to okay, quick finish up. So my only saving grace, the only thing that can save me in passing, because I don't feel confident at all. So I just hope everybody else kind of did the same and we scale up to that level.
All right.
I don't know. Or we all fail.
Well done.
Now, I wish the best for everybody who took it, but it was very difficult. However, after that, we came home yesterday and I was in a shitty mood, but we just went to go get beer and we went to get Super Mario Party. We played Super Mario Party and drank all night.
Sounds like a good night.
It was. And Mario Party is pretty fun. We'll talk about that later if you want. But yeah, my week uneventful. I threw Borderlands back in just like 2 nights ago, just to take breaks from studying, just to get some more achievements. And I'm like 75% done with the game already. So
nice. Like achievement wise or just game wise?
Achievement wise. No, I beat the game 15 times, but
I know.
Achievement wise, trophy wise for me. Though the one that you mentioned online, I already have it.
Oh, that's convenient.
So yeah, I got that one. However, I want to look up if anybody is listening or whatever you want to call it. What am I doing? If anybody, I want to get OP8. I'm OP7, overpowered 7. The highest level you can get is OP8. I haven't gotten it yet, and I have a bunch of weapons that's OP8 that I can't use. So I just want to get to there and just be able to fucking use these weapons because it's pretty badass.
I know probably the last achievement you're gonna get too, and it's because this was the last one I had to get, and I had to fucking grind for a couple hours to get it.
What was it?
It's in Borderlands 2. Like they introduced a badass rank.
Oh,
and it's like you gotta complete level 1 of every level based challenge.
I have 6 more to do.
One is probably, let me guess, point blank with shotguns.
I don't know. I use shotguns a lot. I have,
but like you gotta kill them with point blank, which like essentially you have to be within like 5 feet of the person when you kill them.
I'll look it up and I'll let you know.
I think that was. I think
there's DLC ones. There's DLC badass ranks, but I don't think they count for the base.
No, I don't think that. No, it's only anything that involves leveling up. It's not like finding an area or collecting so many of things. It's like I think it's mostly like revives and kills that are the
it is. I only use like the whatever the grenade they give you in the beginning of the game. It scales to your level, the firework one.
Mm-hmm.
So I just use that the whole time. So I need to get
didn't
like
know that.
singularity. Yeah. Yeah. I need to get singularity grenade kills. I need to get some other type of grenade kill. I gotta check that out. But I know those are two of them. One of the ones was so easy to get. I had to be a passenger of a vehicle and kill somebody, not in the turret or not in the driver's seat. I had to be a passenger. So I just got the one bandit technical.
Yeah.
Just hopped in the back seat and just killed one person. Got
Yep.
it. But I don't have many more of those. And
It's good.
surprisingly enough, I got 3 achievements really quick yesterday. Actually, right before my exam, just locating all the
Areas.
the named locations.
Yeah.
It was like 1 or 2 in each of them. But surprisingly enough, out of all the times I beat the game, I didn't unlock like one little section of a couple places. So
Yep. Yeah, I remember that was also
easy.
with me where it was just like loading into every
yeah,
map.
the Highlands, the Outwash,
Yeah.
and like all the places.
And
Yeah,
just
it's like
be like,
little.
all right, where's a blank area on this map that I need to explore?
Exactly. Yeah, it was easy 3 challenges.
Yeah.
They're trophies, not challenges, because there actually is challenges in the game.
Yeah.
But anyway, that was my week, man. That was my 2 weeks. But I'll turn it over to you. What the hell you been doing besides growing your hair? I'll tell you what though, that stash goatee combo looks pretty good.
I'm
Pretty good.
probably gonna shave it in the next week.
Okay.
Because I have a
Alright.
wedding to go to next weekend.
My buddy, I feel
So-
bad, dude. One of my best friends from like growing up is getting married today back in Pennsylvania. But I had my fucking exam yesterday, so there was no way I can hop on a plane at fucking 7:00 at night
Mhm.
or whatever. I wouldn't be able to get down there until 7:00.
Yeah.
There was just no way. So I feel bad, but I wish them the best. Anyway, I should probably text them.
I beat Shadow of the Tomb Raider finally.
Oh,
Which I was right. I beat it on like my first attempt doing the final boss again, so it took me like 15-20 minutes at most. I'm excited to see where they go with it. Because like the previous games, they kind of left it open to possible sequels. But I think this was like the end. I guess you could classify it as like the beginning of her becoming a Tomb Raider, so to speak. Like it's the end of that journey and story to see where they kind of go from there.
dude, I've never played any of those games for whatever reason.
The most recent
no-
3 aren't bad. You could probably play the second one without playing the first one. But I would play the second before playing the third because there's some tie-ins there.
tie-ins there.
Um,
Okay.
But between
Hey,
the
man, we'll
first and
see.
the second, it's only like a couple characters in the beginning of the game that are
Whatever.
from the first game. But it was good.
That's cool. That's cool.
Probably
Good,
gonna
man.
start working on achievements for them. I don't know how many achievements I let me look.
I saw you broke the
32.
4,000 mark.
I'll give it to that. I
Okay.
got 32 out of 63 achievements in Shadow of the Tomb Raider. So like I'm
32 out of 63.
yeah.
You're just over halfway.
And that was like when I was playing through it on the hardest difficulty, that was like not even going for achievements. A lot of that was just playing
Doing
the
your
game. So when I beat it on the hardest difficulty to start, and
there you go.
that alone unlocked like 4 or 5 achievements for me.
4 achievements.
Yeah.
Beat on easy, beat on normal, beat on hard, beat on very hard, beat
Yeah.
on extreme. Yeah,
Or
that's cool.
just beat the game.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I was looking back at some of the games that I have, like Dying Light and stuff like that, and just from going through and just beating the game, not going for any challenges, I got like no fucking trophies. I got like 5 trophies out of the whole game.
I'll have to check with Dying Light. Because I feel like
It's
I'm
probably some online shit.
I have 53% of those achievements. But that's also from playing the DLC. I know that.
Dying Light. I didn't
yeah.
even download the DLC. So
But yeah, so I beat that, and then I bought this game called Dead Cells, which I'm having a freaking blast with it.
tell me about it.
So it's like a
Tell us
2D
about it.
pixel-like game, and pretty much it's a roguelike game. So like, you spawn into the game, and the rough plot, I guess, is like you're a prisoner in jail, and then like you break out, and then like you're going
Cells.
to just kill, but like it's some mutation type thing where it's somehow interceded into plot. It's kind of vague, but every time you die, you end back up at the prison, and you go through it again, but every time you do it, it's a different layout.
Oh,
So like
okay,
when you're running
Because I
through the
was-
first level, the second level, the third level, it's all different layouts. So it's not like you're doing the same thing over and over
same
again.
thing over, that would be shitty and repetitive, and I would hate that.
Yeah. So it's like
Sounds
one of
good.
those games where you can easily go back and replay it. And as you play through, you unlock
Good.
new weapons that you can possibly find, new skills, like new bonuses and stuff. And pretty
New
much
shit. New loot,
af-
new gear.
after or throughout like levels, you get things called dead cells, and you can use them to like purchase, like you put this many into, or in between levels, like you can spend them, so to speak, and pretty much you can use them
Okay.
to get like an extra health flask or a chance
kind of like
to increase drop rate, or like spend them so that way you can recycle items in the world to get gold.
kind
and
of like
stuff like
badass
that.
rank and stuff, and like iridium and stuff, and like getting extra
I-
slots for guns and extra stuff like that. Or
I guess you could say it's kind of like Iridium in Borderlands,
gotcha.
but like
I realized.
Yeah.
I only have 20 games. Got to get
Well,
good.
yeah, time to get good. But I'm
Alright.
having a blast with that. I have 21 out of 53 achievements in it right now. It's hard. I haven't actually beaten the game yet because I keep dying.
Is there
myself.
different levels of difficulty?
No.
Just
It's
hard
just-
as shit. Just straight up.
You gotta learn the
Meat
mechanics.
Boy style.
Huh?
Just hard as fuck. Hard as fuck.
Yeah. Gotta learn the mechanics. Learn how to dodge. Learn fighting mechanics for the different enemies, stuff like that.
Learn how to get good.
Pretty much.
Pretty much what you're saying.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So I'm playing through that.
Cool.
What else have I been playing? I'm looking at my Steam list right now. I started playing through South Park Fractured But Whole.
For the first time.
I started it a while ago and only got like an hour or two into it. So now I'm like
Okay.
actually sitting down and focusing on it. So there's only 35
Excuse me.
achievements in there, so that's probably gonna be like a game I kind of sit down and focus on beating.
There you go.
And
yeah, I don't have
then
much to do in Borderlands 2, so I'm gonna get that shit.
last night I bought Cities Skylines. I don't know if you've heard of it. It's
No.
essentially SimCity, but more
I'm interested.
advanced. Like,
Could you burn the whole place to the fucking ground?
I don't think so. Not yet. Not I've tried.
Dude, SimCity
But-
was my shit when I was like 10.
But it's like you're building a city, and then like you make a certain amount of money. You constantly have money coming in, and there's upkeep for like roads, buildings, like electric, water, and you kind of
Okay.
have to finagle it so that way you like keep gaining money so you can build more things,
Yeah.
and like you can expand
this
the area
feature's
you can
sweet.
build in. And like it started off, it seemed like it was kind of a steep learning curve to start because it was like
Mhm.
just kind of figuring out how like the water system works and the electric, and once you figured it out, it's like, oh, that was pretty simple.
Not bad.
And
Cool.
then it's like you see your population like plateauing or starting to decline a little bit, and it's like, oh, I need to build more residential or whatever, so I build more residential, and then it's like, oh, they need water and electric, so you build water and electric, and then it's like,
nah, they don't need fucking
now
water.
crime is
It's
happening. I need a police station. I need a fire station. I need a medical station. As your
Pretty cool.
city gets bigger and bigger, all of a sudden you'll see like one section of the city just super sick or a lot of crime. It's like, well, that part of the city is
Gotta
way
put
over
the
there.
police
My
station.
only police department is way down there. I got to build another
Gotta
one
build
way
another
up
one.
there, and it's just like starting to like.
Hmm.
It seems like everything's
made-
kind of like.
Is it made by the same people? Because that sounds very similar.
I'll be honest, I don't know.
Okay. Probably not. I mean, I'm just randomly asking a question, but yeah,
I-
SimCity was fun as fuck. I would like to play that game.
who-
How much is it available for PS4? Probably not, right? Probably just a Steam game thing. Sounds pretty cool. That's something that would just
Now it's
keep you
available on
busy.
PS4 platforms,
Ooh, how
PS4,
much?
Xbox One, Switch. I mean, on Steam it
Wait.
was
It's for Switch. No
Nintendo
achievements.
Switch.
Fucking Nintendo, dude. Oh, get your shit together.
I mean, on Steam it was $30. They have like a bunch of DLC, which totals to like $120, including all the DLC and stuff. But I was gonna look up to see who made SimCity.
No idea. that shit
No,
up
it's
too,
not.
but-
It's not the same people.
Yeah, cool.
But it seems like they essentially
like
took the idea from SimCity
and just built upon it, made it better.
Yeah. But then last night with doing that, I hit 4,000 achievements. Finally. So
Lucky flailing arm flailing 2 man.
working towards 5,000
Congratulations,
now.
man. Congratulations. I think I'm curious now. You got me curious. I probably don't even have 1,000.
Yeah,
That's
I mean, if you include your Xbox stuff, but
Oh, dude, my Xbox. I was just going back in my head, and I was like playing Borderlands. I was like, "Wait, I thought I beat it with this person. I thought I beat it with this person too. But I was like, oh wait,
Xbox.
I beat it 15 fucking times on Xbox 360.
Yep.
I've only beat it like 6 times on PS4. I was thinking like, fuck, dude, I could have gotten all these achievements and everything, probably.
Yep.
Through my literally 15 times I threw it the first on the old gen system, but never.
Yeah. But I think City Skylines is like a good game for me to kind of just like sit down and play when I'm like watching a movie or something, because there's no story related. It's just kind of like micromanaging everything.
Just kind of waiting for you to build up enough money.
Pretty
Keep
much.
going back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like it's
I
cool
remember
because
that's how it
like
was.
you control like how much you tax like residential areas versus like commercial areas versus industrial areas. Like you can do zoning in the residential areas and like control like what they can and can't do in there, like no pets allowed, or you can legalize weed, or you know, you
Really?
can yeah, you can.
Damn, that's pretty cool.
So it's like playing with all like the micromanaging is interesting to like, oh, I need a couple extra bucks, I'll just raise the tax, and or I'll make it that way they have to pay me for X and Y and Z.
That's how it was in what the fuck?
SimCity.
Roller Coaster Tycoon.
Oh,
I was like, oh fuck, I need more money. Then I click on someone's name, like, oh, the park entrance fee is pretty cheap. The park entrance fee is $50. Oh, I guess it's $100 now.
Yeah. Yeah, like last night when I was playing City Skylines, I bumped the taxes up to like 15% or something on everything.
Damn.
And just let it sit there for a while until I saw someone come up and be like, taxes are too high. And it was like, all right, I'll bump that down a little bit.
Oh, whoops.
But yeah, I'm having fun with that. I got 8 out of 90 achievements on it so far, so that's gonna be like a long-term play around with.
Cool. That sounds cool. Are you fucking kidding me?
And
I'm
then
gonna log in here to see how many achievements I have. I'm sorry, trophies I have.
Mother trucker. And then
Ooh.
I saw Venom yesterday.
And
So
thoughts?
I texted
Okay, we were
you.
thinking. We were thinking about going to see it tomorrow.
All right.
So, is it worth it?
I texted you while I was waiting for post-credit scene. Worth a matinee showing where you get like tickets for half price. I would say it's definitely worth it.
Okay.
For the full price ticket, I don't know. That depends. I think that would be something where like, because to keep it like spoiler free review.
Yeah.
There's no Spider-Man tie-ins here.
None?
They'll mention things from Spider-Man, but they never mention Spider-Man once. You don't see anything about him.
Okay.
And that was
makes sense.
something
Sounds like
where
a movie.
when the movie was getting ready to come out, and they even announced that was going to be the thing, like it's not going to be a Spider-Man related movie. People were like,
same universe.
it's tough to
They
say.
reference him?
It doesn't play. It doesn't. I don't think it takes place in the MCU.
Okay.
But there's like at one point you hear the name Jameson,
Okay.
and it's like, oh, that's J. Jonah Jameson's son. And it's like they mention a paper in New York, the Daily Globe, which is the rival paper to the Daily Bugle.
Yep.
So it's like they make little hints here and there, but they don't directly
Tie
it in.
Okay.
Which a lot of people were saying that doesn't make sense, because the whole thing behind Venom is Spider-Man rejected the symbiote. The Venom then found Eddie Brock, and he became Venom to spite Peter Parker, and that's why he has a big white spider on his chest to be like, "Hey, F you, Spider-Man."
Yep.
And that's also where he kind of got, I don't want to say got, but like a a lot of things with Venom of climbing walls and, you know, slinging webs. It's all from like, oh, that's what Spider-Man did, so I'm going to do it too. You know, you learned it from that.
Yep.
So a lot of people were curious to see how it would go from there. I felt like they did a good job at the origin story. Wasn't bad. Obviously, it wasn't Spider-Man related.
Well, would it be? It's Venom,
But
man.
from
Different thing.
from what I've heard and kind of read up a little bit, the origin is kind of similar to what they've done at one point in the comics. But I won't mention what it is because it was kind of a spoiler plot point of what's going on in the movie, which they don't actually explain until like halfway through or end of the movie. But it
At
would
least
be,
they explain it though. I've seen a lot of movies that don't explain
like you
shit.
do hear an explanation for like the whole one, how the symbiote got there, and like the motives for the antagonist. So
there's motivation for him to actually take on and kind of willingly accept that. Okay, this is me now. Cool. Good.
I think it would have
Did they
done
mention anything with Carnage?
Yes.
They did. Ooh.
Yes, I'll leave it at that.
Okay.
Which a lot of people before the movie came out, people were doing digging and they saw things that were pointed to Carnage related stuff.
Yeah. Dude, but they cannot make a PG-13 Carnage movie.
No.
And you said that to me. And
no, Carnage can't be PG-13. Carnage is a legitimately fucked up character and sadistic character. Because Carnage is the symbiote on the body of Cletus Cassidy, who is a serial killer, rapist, just a fucked up guy in general who's mentally not there. So that can't be PG-13.
Very welcoming.
For Venom, I felt like it would have been better if it was R-rated, but it wasn't terrible PG-13.
Okay.
Because, I mean, coming off of comic books,
was there some racy things in there?
I don't think there was. I think, if anything, the reason it would have been R was because of, like, any gore or blood that they would have shown. Like, they showed, like, some things where it's like, all right, that could have been a lot more graphic if this was rated R.
Yeah, yep.
But it's not, so it's like, all right.
Could it have benefited the story at all if it was R-rated? Or just the violence?
So, I'm not entirely sure, because I sent you a link a couple of days before the movie came out where Tom Hardy said 40% or like 40% of his favorite stuff, or 40 minutes, that's what it was, of his favorite stuff from the film got cut. Which makes me curious if that 40 minutes was too graphic or something, or the R-rated part where it's like, if we cut this out, we can make a PG-13.
So do you think...
I'm hoping in the future when they release it on DVD and digital, they have those 40 minutes in, and it's unrated or rated R, because they did that with Batman vs Superman. I think they put in extra minutes, and they either called it unrated, or I don't think they put out rated R. I think it was just unrated at that point. So I would like to see that. But ultimately, I would like to see where they go with this universe, because it seems like they're trying to build their own little Venomverse.
Venomverse. Ooh. Did they set it up for a second one?
Yes.
Yes or no?
Yes.
They did? Okay.
And that's what the post-credit scene is setting up for a second one.
So okay, how many? Just one post-credit scene?
There's technically two. I looked it up. The second one is just like an extended trailer for a animated Spider-Man game or movie coming out in the future. Apparently that's it's not related to like the Venom movie or anything. So it's just the first big credit cutscene that you need to watch.
Which is that directly after the movie, or like after like?
It's after like Venom. Maybe 5 minutes into the credits. Like, it's not long. Like,
is the other one after?
I would assume so. I didn't stay for it. I didn't stay for it because I looked it up. I was like, how many post credits are there? And it was like, there's one here, which explains this, this, and this, which I already kind of knew was going to happen. And then The second one, it was like,
Chill.
this is an extended trailer for Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse or whatever. It's like Tom Hardy and Venom don't make an appearance. And I was like, all right, I'm out.
Okay, yeah.
So that I
watch
can
on
just
YouTube
watch on YouTube.
Yeah. No point to
But
sticking.
I'm curious to see where they go with this whole Venom universe. Because if Sony does it
Scale
right,
tower.
if they do it right, they can make it really good and a darker, grittier universe if they really wanted to. Because, I mean, we saw in the trailers, Venom is a sadistic.
Some bitch.
Yeah. Like, there's one trailer where it's like, I will eat your legs off, and then I will eat your arms off, and I will eat your face off. And
Yeah. Which is I just think it should have been R.
yeah,
And then he should have eaten his arms off. He should have eaten his legs off, and then he should have eaten his fucking face off.
yeah, and that's the thing. But like at the same time, like in the comics, I don't think they ever straight up. I mean, I don't know. I didn't read Venom comics, but they never straight up showed stuff like that. At least nowadays they don't. So it's tough to say. But
Right. Cool.
I've heard a lot of people saying there's too much comedy in it. But
Everybody's trying to cash in on that fucking comedy.
well,
cow,
here's the
you
thing. I've been looking up online, and apparently in the comics, the Eddie Brock Venom was kind of like a jokester.
A jokester. Eh.
So
Okay.
like I remember when like the second or third trailer came out, people were like, "There's too much comedy in this." And I was seeing also comments being like, "In the
Well-
original comics, that's the way Venom was. Like he would joke
Motherfucker's a class
around
clown.
and joke around with these sick jokes." So I haven't read any Venom, so I can't say if that's true or not. So like,
Yeah.
when there was a bunch like the comedy done in it, a lot of it I actually liked and thought was funny. Some of it
Really?
was funny
Was it well placed and good timed?
at times.
Well
Yes.
placed and well timed.
Sometimes the
Ugh.
jokes were like kind of sick, like the "I will eat your arms off, and then I will eat your legs off, and then I'll eat your face off." And there were other jokes that happened where it was just like, I can't remember them off the top of my head now, but it was just like jokes where it's just like, all right, that was
Got
pretty
it.
fucking funny.
I
Like
got
it's
it.
kind of
Nice.
fucked up that I said it, but all right, like that was
All right.
good.
Well, maybe
Maybe
we'll go see it tomorrow morning.
Yeah, like I said,
Matinee. Because dude, matinee here, $4.50 for a movie ticket. That's
Yeah.
fucking cheap.
Yeah, I would say it's definitely worth it at that point.
I just want to wait until we get to our place, or our house, and we have that projector screen in the basement, and just watch every movie.
Dude. No, it
I'm
was
gonna have you come out here just to watch movies for a weekend.
all right.
All right. Got
Um,
three extra bedrooms.
But like I also hear a lot of people like giving it bad reviews online and stuff, which I don't think is totally accurate. And so one other thing, I heard this on the radio yesterday before I went to see a movie.
Speak some truth, Matt. Speak.
Lady Gaga has a movie coming out this weekend called like A Star Is
What
Born
the
or something.
Fuck.
No
thanks. Gonna pass on that one.
Yeah, it's a drama romance. I think it's Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper.
What?
Yeah, I don't know entirely what it's about.
Sorry, Bradley Cooper.
But apparently people were saying that fans of Lady Gaga are just giving Venom bad reviews, so that way people won't go see it. So that way A Star Is Born is rated number 1 for the weekend.
Oh my god.
And it was
Fucking
just
people,
like-
man. I'll tell you what.
Tell me what?
I'll friggin' tell you what. You know what?
But yeah, there's some speculation there. So that's happening. So I don't think the reviews for the movie are as bad as people are saying. I liked it. Would I go see it again and pay for it? I don't know. But it's definitely worth
Deadpool.
It's definitely worth seeing at least once if you can get a matinee showing, I would say.
Yeah, I'm gonna look it up.
So
I'll probably go tomorrow because it's cold here already. It's like 37 degrees
it's
out.
starting to cool down here. And it's not that cold here, but it's starting to cool down. Thank God.
Yeah, I think it's supposed to be like in the 40s and snowing some days this week. So maybe we'll see tomorrow. We might go for. It sounds crazy. We might go for a hike, but we'll see. We'll see if we
Alright.
make it before. I think matinee before
I don't know.
2, 3, 4.
I don't know. I saw it at like 10:45 yesterday morning.
Well, I can see. I'll see what times
So,
are up. But
yeah.
cool. Give me. I don't even know what to call this. Matt's. Give me the Brookometer. What's the Brookometer? Give it
Like out of
from
10.
1 to 73. No, 1 to 100. What do you got?
1 to 100.
Yeah.
I would give it probably somewhere in between 65 and 75 out of 100.
So 70.
I feel like I would have to see it again to get a clear answer.
But the rough Brookometer,
I guess
guys.
70. I guess 70. Yeah.
Yeah, well, you got so the difference.
7 out of
Matt gives it a 70. 7 out of 10.
10.
70 out of 100.
Like I said, I think it's worth the matinee
That's my
showing.
new gauge. Every time you see a movie and I want to know kind of how it is, I'm going to ask you what the Brookometer is, and you're going to tell me, it's not worth it, or go see it. Because fuck everybody else, dude. When you sent me that link about people saying, 40 minutes were cut, well, that's not good to fucking say. Well, I'm not going to go see it now. Well, I mean, go see it and form your own opinion, asshole. You know,
Like, so
S&D, guys.
yeah, a couple other things I just want to touch on. I was a little indifferent about the CGI in the beginning.
Okay.
I don't know if it was just because
shitty,
not even that. It was just like when you first see Venom, like the glossiness. Even though I saw it in the trailers, kind of threw me off for a minute.
It's too
But,
shiny.
Like, towards the end of the movie, it was like, all right, like I'm fine with it now. It just seemed like kind of like iffy in the beginning. It might have just been I wasn't used to it, or maybe it was just a shot where the CGI was a little not completely touched up.
Can he?
But
I guess this is just completely not changing the subject. But like, can he control when he comes out, or no? Does Venom say, "I'm coming out now"? Because it seems like I can do whatever the fuck I want.
I think it
just comes out.
I think Venom kind of has full control, but like I think there is some control in Eddie Brock also, unless it's just they're kind of he's just kind of listening and pleasing Eddie Brock. But the final fight scene I thought was really well done.
Okay.
Like there have been times where people are like this, like it's essentially
I think I saw in the trailer.
How do I not spoil this? A lot of the end fight scene is CGI.
Mm-hmm.
And for it being mostly CGI, it looked really well. And it was really cool what they did and how they did it. Can't really say it without spoiling it, but like when you see it, it's like wow. Like I it was one of those things where during the movie, in the middle of the final fight, I sat there and said to myself, I'm like, this is good CGI. Like, I got taken out of the movie for a second just thinking about the CGI. I was like, I'm pretty happy with this. So, like, it's not bad.
All right. So, I mean, the Brookometer, I don't know if it was at 70%. Matt's at 70% fresh strawberries.
I like strawberries.
I love strawberries. I love
strawberries.
I just love the whole Rotten Tomato fucking thing. It's given a Rotten Tomato. It's a rotten score. Nope. Matt's a pleasantly plum.
You say tomato, I say tomato.
No one says tomato, dude. But all right. Anyway, let's move on. But let's keep it in the same vein again of movies. You said the Aquaman trailer dropped with an extended trailer.
Yeah, the trailer is like 5 minutes long.
It's like half the fucking
most of it seemed to be like just extended shots of like the trailers that already came out.
Didn't get to see it yet.
I'm excited for it. You saw the orange and green suit, which I remember when it first like dropped and announced that they were gonna do that. I was iffy about it because like
the old cartoons and shit.
Yeah, and it's like one of those things where it's like all I was thinking of was with Wolverine and his yellow and blue suit, where it's like they did that on screen, it would look fucking corny.
Yep, look terrible.
But like the orange and green suit, like I'm starting to like it more that I look at it. I'm liking it a lot more than the Justice League suit.
Okay.
But
yeah, it does look pretty badass.
Yeah. And like I said, a lot of it was just extended cut of the previous trailers. So
yeah,
I think it looks good. I'm excited for it.
Yeah, I like underwater worlds.
Yeah.
Like in BioShock, just like the underwater area, even though it's completely different. But
the only thing, Jesus Christ, the only thing that I'm worried about is I feel like there might be too much in this movie.
What do you mean?
It seems like there's 2 or 3 plot lines going on around Aquaman right now. and I'm afraid that it's gonna.
Weird.
It reminds me. It kind of reminds me of Spider-Man 3, where they had Sandman and Venom.
Oh yeah,
and the
too
Green
much
Goblin, and it was just like,
what the? Who do I focus on?
but Spider-Man 3, they could have cut it in half, did half of it in one movie, flesh it out, do the other half in the other movie, and flesh it out. And that's the only thing I'm worried about with Aquaman right now is there's too much going on from what I've seen in the trailers, and I'm a little worried that it's not going to be fully fleshed out without being super long.
Yeah, dude. I'm kind of like, I understand, like, get what they pay for. Yeah, I'll pay $20 to get into a fucking movie. Yeah, it's 2 hours and 30 minutes long, but
yeah,
dude, I can't sit down for that long.
Yeah, that's a long time to sit down.
It's getting too fucking long, man. I watched Troy. You ever watch Troy?
I've not seen it all the way through.
Dude, it's like 2 hours and 40 some minutes long. I was like, dude, I have to break it up. I gotta stop it halfway through and then fucking pick it up at a later date. It's too long to sit.
I will say, if there was an extra hour on Infinity War, I could have sat down and watched that movie for an extra hour.
Some movies, okay, I'll give it to some of the Marvel movies. Like, you just get lost in those movies.
Especially Infinity War.
2 hours and 20 minutes? Holy shit.
Especially Infinity War. Like, it was a long movie, but it was like, everyone that went to see it, definitely opening night at least, it was like, we've all been waiting for this for 6 or 7 years now. Like, we've been waiting for this build up. So, like, give us an extra hour, we'll gladly sit through it.
Sure. The only thing that tells me I've been sitting there for 2.5 hours is I need to piss bad.
I was gonna say, yeah. That's the timer. When you start having to pee, it's like,
that's how my exam was yesterday. I was like, fuck, like, I was going in there, I was like, hope I can pee during this thing, because it's 4 hours, and luckily we could. But yeah, man, it was rough.
Yeah.
But anyway, okay. So, leaving the movie world. Did you watch the Daredevil 3?
I actually just watched it before we started this
trailer. Yeah. That looks pretty fucking good.
So I'm excited.
I'm very excited. And it's also releasing soon, which I'm even more excited about.
Yes.
13 days. October 19th, right?
Something like that.
Or 16th? 19th?
Is it 16th? I thought it was the 13th.
No, I think it's the 19th. Want to bet? DDC3.
In S3?
C3? No, I just wanted to say it because it rhymed. Daredevil Season 3 is coming when? 1 second, guys. Let me look this up.
October 19th.
19th, I was right. Haha. SD.
There's just one thing they showed in it, which I wish they didn't show.
Could I guess?
Yeah.
When there's a second Daredevil?
Yes.
Yeah. I would like them to
I wish they didn't show that, so that way it's like you heard about Daredevil going around doing these
doing
things
bad shit,
and have it drop in like the middle of the season that it was a different Daredevil.
I'm guessing, my guess is, W. Fisk hired this dude
to
slander his name.
In the trailer, you see Fisk gets out of the prison and looks like he's on house arrest.
How?
I don't know. He said he wants to make a deal, so somehow he worded his way out. And eventually, you start hearing in the trailer, Daredevil did this, Daredevil did that, and at the very end, it shows you another Daredevil.
Who are you? I'm Daredevil.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck you. Like, that was a good point that he didn't need to include.
I wish in this season, like, I'm hoping in this, I mean, obviously we already know it's a different Daredevil, but it would have been cool if, like, in this season, like I said, you just hear about Daredevil doing these things, and, like, halfway through, you find out it actually wasn't him.
Yeah, it would be cool to have just heard him say, well, who are you? And then just cut it off.
Yeah.
Didn't need to say
that could have led to multiple possibilities of who it would be.
Who are you? I'm Ben Affleck. Oh, I'm Batman. Martha. Your name's Martha. Hey, we're friends now. Yeah. What do you got to say about Martha?
Actually, no, it's not revolving around that. It's just we're talking about Marvel, and it reminded me. I beat Spider-Man.
You beat Spider-Man? Okay.
Yes, I beat Spider-Man.
Nice. Will you platinum it? Will it be the first game you platinum on PlayStation?
PS4, probably. Because it's relatively easy. PS4, a lot of it is. PS3, yeah. A lot of the trophies in it are just like collecting stuff. So it's just
collecting bullshit.
Yeah.
That'll be a long time. You might have to look some of that stuff up because that's going to be hard.
The nice thing is, it shows you on the map where everything is.
Same thing as in Horizon Zero Dawn.
Yeah.
You just buy maps.
I think we've talked about this.
Kind of in this
Yeah.
area-ish.
Oh no, it doesn't even do that. It's like you hit it as a marker and it takes you right to it.
That's kind of shitty.
And even if it doesn't, like
A little bit of exploration.
you hit like I think it's R3 and it does like his like I don't know what you would call it. I don't want to say spider
Spidey
sense, but like
His-
it like does like a scan of the area
Mhm.
and like whatever
Okay.
is there it, like pings on the
Highlights
map
it.
and you shoot up into the sky. So it's like, oh, it's
That's how Horizon is.
on that
Use your
side of the
focus.
wall. But
Because it gives you like an area of where it is, and then you just
Mhm.
kind of use your focus, and it highlights it if you can
Yeah.
accurately find it. So
I'm excited
Cool.
to see because they kind of set up for a sequel at the end.
okay, that was my next question.
Yeah, they kind of set up for a sequel at the end, which I'm excited to see. But
Mhm.
they also are you planning on playing it at all? No.
Nah,
All right, so
superhero
is-
games for some reason it just doesn't tickle my fancy.
this is a minor spoiler alert.
If
For
you guys haven't
possibly
played it and you want
a-
to play it, close your ears
Yeah, close it for like until I wave my hands like this.
until you wacky waving inflatable flame tube ends it.
We'll say 5 minutes. 5 minutes.
Okay,
At
5 minutes.
most.
Okay, give it 5 minutes.
And if you're listening on audio, just zoom ahead 5 minutes, and if not, I'll tell you zoom back until whatever time I said to stop listening. So do that now, because that's the only warning you're getting.
Spoiler
anyway.
alert. Woo woo. It's my spoiler alert.
There's a character in the game named Miles Morales, who
Mhm.
in the comics eventually becomes a Spider-Man.
Oh.
And like you've run into his dad or his uncle first. I don't remember. Like, and it's all over the place. And a lot of people are speculating he's actually going to show up in the MCU because Donald Glover's character in Spider-Man: Homecoming is like his uncle or something. But that's unrelated to the game.
Okay.
But like eventually you run into the character. He's like, or you run into his dad or his uncle. And he's like, yeah, my nephew or my son is a huge fan of you. And like you hear that and you don't really think about it at first. And then that guy is a cop. He ends up saving Spider-Man. They have this huge ceremony for him. And then you see the character Miles.
Ooh.
And if you know anything about Spider-Man, it's like, oh, that's a Spider-Man in like other universes and stuff. That's cool.
Hmm.
And then it lets you play as him at points. And like you have to be
Really?
stealthy in these areas, like you can't be seen and stuff. So it's not like fighting or anything. It's just being stealthy, avoiding
Contact. Just,
sight lines
yeah.
and stuff.
Mhm.
It's like, oh, this is pretty cool. It's like a nice little change of pace. You know, you gotta take your time, stuff like that.
Mhm.
And then towards the end of the game, I don't remember how exactly this happens. I think like Peter Parker puts down like a box that he took from like Oscorp or something, and you see a spider crawl out of it.
Uh,
And it was like, wait a minute, wait a
There's
minute.
Miles.
Like Miles is coming to this building too. Just saw a spider crawl out of it. Like there's nothing else going on in that scene. Like I feel like that's kind of important.
Mhm.
And then like at the end of the game, you see him, or towards the end of the game, you see him get bit by it. It was like,
shit.
they're doing it.
You fucking got me, guys.
They're doing
Jesus
it.
Christ. They got me.
And then like
That's good.
at the like you beat the game, and at the end, he's like helping Peter move into like his new apartment.
Who, Miles?
Miles is helping Peter move into his new apartment.
So that they're friends then in the game?
Yeah, because he starts working at a place where Peter and Aunt May work at,
Okay.
or volunteer at. And then
Mhm.
Miles is like, "Hey, Peter, like I gotta tell you something." At this point, Miles doesn't know Peter is Spider-Man, but he like
Mhm.
Miles has run in and talked to Spider-Man and helped Spider-Man out, but he doesn't realize Peter is Spider-Man.
Yeah. Yep.
And then, he's
That's
like,
cool.
"Hey, Peter, I wanted to talk to you about something." It's like, "My body is acting kind of weird. It's kind of changing." And Peter's like, "Oh, well, you see, when you get to a certain age," and Miles is like, "No, not like that." He's like, "I think it's better if I just show you." And Peter's like, "All right." And Miles just jumps up and is holding on to the ceiling like in like hands and feet like Spider-Man. And
Mhm.
Peter's just like, "Oh, well, I also got something to tell you." And he just jumps up with Miles. Is like, "Yeah, I'm Spider-Man."
You guys want to like hang out?
And like that's
Wanna
where
go,
that
like scale
that
buildings
cutscene
together?
ends.
That's cool.
But it was
That's
like
sweet.
cool because it's like, in the sequel might be playing as Miles, or you can interchange or something like that.
A GTA style between one Spider-Man and the other
Yeah.
Spider-Man.
So
Help this other Spider-Man out.
yeah, so I'm excited to see where that goes.
Cool.
And that actually
yeah.
took 4 minutes. I think it took about
3 minutes. 3 minutes.
4 minutes.
4 minutes.
I was
Okay.
watching the actual timer of seconds.
Well, wave your hand, dude. Okay.
Spoiler free. Yeah.
Oh, that's sweet.
So I'm excited.
Hey, I can do these incredible things. Guess what? So can I.
But it was a good game.
Cool.
I'm excited for the DLC stuff to come out because it's like it's called The City That Never Sleeps, and essentially it's going to be like they're doing events in the city, I guess, that where it's like Rhino is now doing stuff in the city, and this enemy is doing stuff in the city, and this enemy is doing stuff in the city, and it's going to involve like story related missions.
Rhino,
which
cool. That'd be sweet.
I mean, in the game, light spoiler, like a lot of his rogues are in the game. Like it's not just like you're going up against one Spider-Man villain in the entire game. Like it starts off with one.
That's cool.
Good. And it seems like it branches to another, and it goes to another. And it's like, all right, well, I'm done with that. Where is it going to go from here? And then it just seems like the villains just keep popping into the game. Like I think like 6 or 7 of his rogues are in the game that you fight.
Nice. I might pick the game up if it ever drops in price. Yeah, because it's not one of those games. It's like I need to get this like Red Dead's gonna be or like Fallout's gonna be, or Pokemon Let's Go Eevee is gonna be. But yeah, you know what I mean. I'll get it.
Like I've said before, like just swinging through the city and being able to run up buildings and climb buildings and zip line around the area.
The free roam seems pretty fucking cool in the game, though.
Yeah.
That's
what I like about the Spider-Man game is the free roam isn't like a free roam in every other game that you play where you just walk around or ride a horse or ride a car,
drive a car. Yeah,
it's like
you're swinging.
You can run up a building, use your webs to swing yourself to the next building, jump off of it, and start swinging through the city. Like there's so many different things you can do to access. When you fast travel, it's a cutscene of him sitting in a subway next to other people.
That's pretty sweet. In costume.
Yeah, in costume.
Just like people just like, yeah, it's me.
Like I think in one cutscene of it, I think I saw it online. He's sitting in the subway, and there's another guy dressed as Spider-Man sitting right next to him, and they're just kind of looking at each other.
That's pretty good.
So
I like how they threw it in there. It's pretty nice.
Yeah, they did a good job with it. Cool. I definitely enjoyed it a lot.
I would expect you to have enjoyed it. Yes, because isn't that one of your favorite superheroes?
Spidey? Maybe top 10.
Oh Jesus, are we about to do a top 10 really quick?
Do we want to?
No.
All right.
No.
I would say it's definitely top 10.
Top 3 though. Top 5? Top 5? Is he top 5?
My top 5?
Is he top 5?
I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
Just thinking real quick of top 5. Because top 5, in no particular order, is...
I guess we'll do top 5.
Batman, Green Lantern, Flash, Deadpool, Hulk.
Green Lantern? Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. He has a little ring that can make anything, and he goes up into space.
Okay, it's pretty cool. Which also makes me think, like, well, how they fucked that movie up so bad.
Because it was the producers, whatever company did it. Let's be real here.
It'd be fun. It'd be cool if Ryan Reynolds directed his own Green Lantern movie.
I really hope they don't screw up this next Green Lantern movie. But I've also heard it's supposed to be about the whole Green Lantern corps instead of just like one Green Lantern, which means they can go.
That seems very interesting.
They literally have limitless possibilities with this because that involves the whole galaxy and universe. Actually, I think they could literally go anywhere with this film
and make anything.
Yeah, they could. So I'm excited.
Make a Thanos to fight Thanos. Oh shit!
That wrong universe, bud.
I don't got to tell.
It's Green Lantern's DC. Come on.
I don't do.
You have one job.
I don't have a job. I have one. It is a job. And I'm not very good at it.
All right. I mean,
I don't know. Drinking your fucking Tecate over there, you bastard.
Sounds like you're jealous.
I'm drinking a Hot Streak IPA.
All right, new
Like-
special.
Drink the West. Okay.
Yeah.
So, okay. I was thinking, I'm gonna sign up for
first.
PlayStation Now. Yeah, I know, right? Jesus. I'm gonna sign up for PlayStation Now
All right.
and start playing Red Dead Redemption all the way through. No side missions. I just want to beat this main story. Just so when October 26th comes, I can get the game and be right there with it. Because I've only beaten half the fucking game. And then I went around robbing banks and killing people. But I figure I just might as well just get it and beat the story. I need to see how that game ends before I get the new one.
Dude, the fucking end. You need, yeah.
Dude, Logan, man. Fuck.
I think if you beat the game, the ending
Let me see. Okay, hold on.
will get you super psyched for Red Dead 2.
Exactly. And that's why, I want to finally finish it because, as I mentioned, I only went through like half the game.
Yeah.
Which, for whatever reason, I don't know why I stopped.
Yeah.
Because I was in college. I had a lot of time.
Yeah.
So, I will just go through. I won't, waste any time doing mini game or side missions or anything. But if I do have time, but then again, I want the hype because it's coming out in like 20 days, so I don't have to wait that fucking long. It's gonna be perfect.
And you don't have to
If I
study
can get
now,
that.
so you got plenty of time
Until
until the
Maybe,
test
yeah.
results come back.
yeah, that's
But-
true. Exactly. So that's like there's a lot of good stuff coming up now.
I know.
That was the bad.
When does Pokemon come out?
the bad? What's up?
When does Pokemon come out?
November. I want to say 14th or 17th. Hold on.
Probably a Friday.
Pokemon. Let's go.
Nintendo has been being awesome and releasing games on Friday.
It's fucking great, dude.
16th.
All I did last night was fucking play Mario Party. Speaking of, it's November 16th.
Yeah.
So not long for that either. Cool. So yes, hold on. Let me just look up really quick how long it is to beat. How long?
While
to
you're doing
beat?
that, I want to revert back real quick.
Sure.
well,
you do your thing.
I don't think I mentioned this after I started playing Shadow of the Tomb Raider.
Okay.
There's
You're delving way back.
yeah, but like
18 hours.
it was really funny because like you're playing through Shadow of the Tomb Raider,
Mhm.
and like towards maybe the 2/3 point of the game, there's like, are you planning on playing it?
No,
Pretty
I
much,
have
she
more
gets
interest in Spider-Man than Tomb Raider.
pretty much she gets told
That's what you think.
she's like looking for her partner that's down
Spoiler.
in the area with her,
Okay.
and she gets told he is dead. And she's like she's like,
dead.
all right, fucker, I'm gonna kill you because of that. So she's like working her way through like the evil organization's area. At one point, there's this big explosion, and she falls into water, and it's like kind of sitting underwater, and it's like playing flashbacks of like dialogue that happened earlier in the game.
Okay.
And then at one point, I don't remember what the line is, but something happens where all of a sudden you just see her eyes open off of it. And you can just see in her eyes, it's like, all right, I'm about to fuck shit up. And it does like almost that like cliche shot of her like getting out of water, looking down and just slowly looking up with like
Mhm.
fire in the background. You just see her silhouette. And it's just like, she's about to go off. And they just give you like a light machine gun. And just there's like explosive barrels everywhere. And you're just like, guy there, explosive barrel, they're all dead. Guy there, explosive barrel, they're all dead. And it's just you're going through with the light machine gun. I thought it was the coolest thing. But it was also like a moment where it's like,
It's an epic moment.
It was really well written because like you could feel the emotion in her almost just by like the cutscene. It was like,
Yep.
she's fucking pissed. And she is now just where you're just playing her going through Terminator style, just killing everyone.
It's
It
not
was fucking
like
awesome.
that mission's purposely like not. It's intended not to be difficult. It's
Yeah.
just meant to be.
Yeah,
you
it was
fucking
like-
shit up.
It was like
Yes.
one like I was playing on hardest difficulty. I don't think I might have healed once during that entire part. And you're just fighting guys nonstop, just blowing up barrels left and right, killing everyone in the area. It was fucking awesome.
Hello, my little friend.
Which was
That's
nice
badass.
because a lot of the game you're playing it like stealthily almost because you don't want to fight more
Yeah.
than 2 guys at a time.
Mm-hmm.
This time it was
Yep.
like, nah, we'll give you this one.
Fuck it. That's cool. Speaking of Shadow Tomb Raider or Tomb Raider games, I beat all the Uncharted games like back before I got like my nice TV and everything,
Mhm.
and like on a small little TV. So I'm excited to go back because that game is beautiful, even on those little TVs, like my old little 32
Did they
inch
like
TV.
remaster the old ones or no?
I
Or
don't
did
know.
they just port them over?
I'm not sure, but
I feel like you would know that just by the graphics.
they're damn good, man. Everything looked beautiful in those games, especially in Uncharted 4. But like when you're on the one island toward the end of the game, I just want to see that on this new TV. So I'm probably go through and play those games again on harder difficulties, try to get some more challenges,
All right.
trophies, I should say, because those are fun, dude. Uncharted 4 was a badass game because they introduced his brother and everything. Did you play it?
I have not.
You have not?
Do I need to play the previous ones to understand the fourth one?
I would.
Are there
We
like
don't
references
necessarily-
and stuff that like?
I mean, his wife in the game, yeah.
All right.
In the fourth, you're gonna have to play it.
All right.
But a little spoiler. It's not really a spoiler. Like in the beginning of the game, he's like kind of sitting in his house wherever he is now in life, and him and his wife are playing a game
Crash
on
Bandicoot.
their TV, and it's Crash Bandicoot.
I think I've seen
Pretty
a
fucking cool.
screenshot
And you
of a
play it.
picture in the game
You
where it
play
shows like Crash Bandicoot in a picture frame or something.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yep.
yeah, I knew about
You play
that.
it for a little bit too.
Well, that's
pretty
that's
badass. Yeah. Cool stuff. Good stuff. So, are you going to buy Mario Party? Super Mario Party.
I don't know. So
We're
I-
having a very good time playing it, me and Ashley.
But so here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. With online and Mario Party, all you can do is play 10 mini games in cycles of 5. You can't play the boards, which is one of the reasons I wanted
kinda
to
stupid.
play it with friends. Because like part of Mario Party is fucking over your
navigating that board.
friends, navigating the
Getting
board,
them
stealing
squared, yeah.
stuff, setting stuff up so they lose coins, stuff like that.
Yep.
Which upset me greatly when I found out you would not be able to do that.
Yeah, it's bullshit.
And a lot of people are like now kind of scared of what Smash is going to be like online.
You can play as 3 characters. Like,
Yeah.
fuck.
Or you can only play with random people or something like that. And it's like I'm scared of what it's going to be like because
You can only play in Hyrule Temple. Okay.
Mario Party can't be that hard to make fully online.
Nope.
And like I remember I saw it on Reddit.
Look at Mario Kart.
Yeah, I saw on Reddit.
Mario
Someone's
Kart.
like, "Well, what about X, Y, and Z?" And like they were like, "What if
Bitch, fuck you.
what if someone rage quits or gets dropped by internet connection?" Everyone was like, "Make it a bot." Like that's all it has to do. They've done it in other games. It does that all the time. Mario Kart does that. Player gets dropped, it gets turned into a bot.
Mm-hmm.
And then they were like,
Mario Kart. Look,
what-
look at Mario Kart. Just do
Yeah.
what you did.
but then people were like, "What if people hold the game hostage and just when it's their turn, they never go?" Add a timer. Add like a
Mhm.
30-second timer or 60-second timer. Do that. And then people were like,
There's workarounds
what
for
about
everything.
what about single player games? Well, if they sit in the pause menu, add a timer. If you
Mhm.
know, very rarely do single player games take more than 60 seconds also, so it's not like you're gonna be sitting there for more than 2 minutes at that point.
Yeah, it's also
And
kind of fun to
then-
watch.
Like, another point was like, well, what if the 3 players pick on just and gang up on one player? And someone's response to that was, "Have you played with your friends?"
That's a game. I mean,
They're like,
what
"Have
else do
you
do?
played Mario Party with friends before?" Like that happens.
One motherfucker has 110 coins. Who are you stealing coins from?
That
That
motherfucker.
bastard. Yeah.
Unless you're in second, that person's in fourth, and the person in first is beating you by 20 coins, and you steal from the fucker in first.
Strategic. But if
Yeah.
you're just in fucking first place, you just fuck this guy.
Yeah.
Take a shit. By the way, we played 2 games last night.
You won one.
110 turn, 120 turn. I won both.
Oh, aren't you
fucking
special?
games.
Aren't you
I
special?
won both, but I never win
You're
that
so
game.
proud.
Dude.
That's
Never
because
win
I'm
that
not
game.
playing.
Well, yeah, that's probably true, but it's my only complaint really is okay, I have 2. You have to play with a single Joy-Con turned sideways, and my hands are big, and
big
I
hands.
just want to use my fucking Pro controller. That's it. Why not? Why not?
Got a little baby
That
hand.
irks me. And the mini games seem to be very, very quick. Like the last 10 seconds. Very quick.
Yeah, it's not
which
too
is
fun.
it's disheartening. But some of them are really fun. Some of the mini games are.
Are
really
there any like
cool.
similar to like Mario Party 1 games?
So we played 2 games last night, and we played a team Mario Party today. Me and Ashley versus 2 other, which is actually really fun because you can free roam the whole board.
What
It's
does
pretty
that?
cool.
So I've read about being able to free roam. What does that mean exactly?
So say I get 10 spaces.
You can go in whatever direction you want.
You can go down, up, cross, back, over and up. So
All
there's coins.
So it's not
placed
like
in
the
map.
original game where it's like if you get to a parking road, you can only go left or right. Like if you want to, you go
Yeah, no.
backwards, or you can
Nope.
go.
Yeah, there is original like Mario Party like that with boards like you can
Yeah.
only go certain ways. But in team, it's just me and Ashley. And so when you hit the blocks, it adds your score together, and you can both move that many turns.
All right,
And
that
then
sounds
you can get.
that sounds a lot more strategic.
It is because you oh shit. In this game, it's only 10 coins to get a star, not 20.
But you can only move like 6 spaces, can't you?
The maximum on your dice is like 7 or
Alright.
something.
Yeah, I knew
everybody
it
has
was
different
lower.
special dice.
All right.
Every character has a special dice. Some of them it's like for example, Wario, he has 1 through 6 possibilities, but his is 0, 0, 6, 6, 6, 6. It's like I have a pretty good chance of rolling a 6, but
Yeah.
sometimes I get a 0. Like there's you can switch between like a regular block of 1 to 6 and take your chances,
Alright.
or you can do your 2, 4, 6, 6, 6 blocks or 2, 4, 5, 5. Everybody has a different one, and as you're going through the game, you can pick up allies. So say like we're going through, and we happen to pass Peach, and she's like, "Oh, you guys want me to join the party? Sure." So you play with her, and she can help you out in mini games as a comm, and she can help you with adding to your dice score.
All
So
right.
you can move more places. It's pretty cool. And if you get a fuckload of allies, you can get like 3 allies at least in a game. You can get your score up to like 13. You can move a bunch of places.
Wow.
But it's cool.
So my question is that kind of like a minor question. You said you can move any direction you want. So could you
in partner party? It's called partner party.
Yeah. So like if you
which is really fun.
Let's say you went in to move right 3 spaces. Or say you roll like a 7 and you wanted to go right. Could you go just 3 spaces, and even if you could keep going, so it goes until like it hits like a this way or that way type
max
thing?
out your 7 or 3. Say you roll a 3, you have to go 3. Say you roll 7, you have to go 7.
All right, so it's one of those things where it's like it goes until like it hits you want to go this direction or that direction, and then you can choose and like kind of wrap your way around and stuff.
Yeah.
All right.
In partner party, you kind of have to there's only certain ways you can go in some maps. So like you can't choose a direction. I mean, you can go up and either go left or right or something, but there's like you have to land. Like if there's a star, you can't just walk past it and get it. You have to land on that mark.
Oh, wow.
You know what I'm saying? So because I fucked myself hard because I walked up and I was like, all right, I'll walk past it and then go get the other coins. I walked up, right past the star, got the coins. I was like, motherfucker. I was like, but Ash was like, okay, I can move and I can get to there and stop on it. So I was like, okay, thank God. But it's fun, dude. It would be really, really fun to play partner party with 2 other friends online.
I was gonna say, it sounds like it would be fun. If
you and Derek played, me and Ashley played, or whatever, we can mix up teams. That would be fucking fun.
Yeah.
It would be very fun.
That sounds
but we'll see if they'll do it. Like at least just like co-op playing me and Ashley on the couch, just couch co-op. It's fun. It's fun. But
that's
I don't know
the thing.
how
Like,
it's gonna be.
Guess
we'll find out.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I have to see what my roommates are like and be like, hey, if I get Mario Party, are we gonna play this shit? Or is it just gonna
be the thing is, you can only play with single Joy-Con. So if you have 2 Joy-Cons, you want to play two player. I don't know if you can do 3 player with like a Pro controller or not.
Yeah, you're right.
So I don't know if you need an extra fucking pair of Joy-Cons, which are $80 or something for some reason.
Are any of them like games that are motion controlled or anything?
Yep. There's a this isn't really a spoiler, but there's one game where you're walking on a barrel, and you gotta push it forward, and then exactly, you gotta push it forward and turn this way. So it is motion controlled. Like,
I mean, Pro Controller has motion support though.
Exactly. That's why I'm not like. Why can't I just put the Joy-Cons in the one controller and you play with the second player with the fucking other controller? Like, they all have motion controls.
As I've seen people say on Reddit, Nintendo takes 2 steps forward, 1 step back.
It seems like I was reading some comments on there. It's like, almost like they don't want people to play online.
Yeah, it seems like they try to make us that way. They had online capabilities, but it would be like
discouraging to do it.
Yeah.
Why? Everything nowadays is online gaming.
Yeah. Especially since Nintendo is out, it's been free online for the past couple months that it's been out. Yep. Now they're making you pay for it with Mario Party, and it's like, hey, you can play this online.
But not really.
This is all you can do.
But you're restricted heavily. Like, well, come on, man. But
yeah.
Just speaking from me and Ashley playing just last night, and we played this morning, the partner party. It's fun, man. It is really fun. The only thing, I just want the mini games to last a little bit longer. That's all I can say.
All right. What would you give it?
The Brookometer? Or is it the Broodiometer?
Broody.
Out of what? What's my scale?
Give you the same thing, 100.
Basing it off single play, not non-online play, I'd probably give it a 75.
All right.
75. It's fun, but things could be changed.
Like
the maps
online.
Could be
Are there only 4 maps?
Yeah.
I heard there's only like 4.
Yeah. So far, I have 3 unlocked. I mean, one is blocked out. However, for Partner Party, there's completely different maps than there are for Mario Party. So there's like 8 technically if you play Partner Party versus Super Mario Party. But one's not unlocked. 4 characters aren't unlocked yet. So I don't know if they're going to just add more. Like, oh, maybe there's a new board here. Or like, once you unlock this character, you can go to his board. You know what I mean? So I'm going to wait until I judge that. So
I know with Smash on the Wii U, they just added stuff in constantly. Exactly. So it might be something where they started with 4 and then they're going to slowly add in more and more maps as they work on them.
Even with DLC, just support it with free DLC. Please.
So they with Smash.
But, yeah, remember GameCube Smash? Like, you had your block of characters. There wasn't even like a black square saying you didn't know these characters yet. So it's like, I mean, there were, but you unlock them and then there were more.
Yeah.
And then there were more. I was like, oh shit. So hopefully they follow that same kind of trend.
Fingers crossed.
Nice.
They just gotta add.
Just support full online play, please.
Yeah, please.
Because that'd be so. Partner Party would be. I said that to Ash this morning. That'd be so fucking great with like you and Derek or whoever else. Just man, it'd be so good.
It'd be so much.
Anyway, that's my take on it. It's a good fun game.
All right.
Yup.
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 What else you got?
That's what I'm looking for right now.
No, if you don't got anything, you don't got anything, Matt. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I got something.
What'd you got?
Got a beer.
You ain't got it.
Got a beer.
Got a beer. I finished mine.
Oh, look at me. I'm out. I drink.
I didn't drink for the past like month and a half. And then last night I drank like 5 IPAs and was just like...
Dude, you were probably done after the second.
I definitely was, because I drank them way too quick. The one beer I had was 8.2%. I drank 2 in like fucking 15 minutes. And that was stupid.
I made that mistake. I guess it was a couple weeks ago. Yeah, it was. It was like mid-September. I went to the bar after work one night with some people. And like we sat down. Me and my roommate got there a little bit late because we had to like do stuff at the gym. And we got there and we're like, hey guys, what's up? So we sat down.
Hey.
And my other roommate was there already. He's like, yeah, I'm drinking like Silent Funk Disco or something. I don't remember the name of it. Top of my head. But he's like, it's pretty good. Like, I was surprised. Like, I just sniffed it real quick. I was like, that smells good. And I just was like, strong. I'll have one of those. I had like, I think 3 of them.
3 of those.
Super hungover the next day. It's like, all right, I didn't eat dinner really last night, so like I just didn't have food in my stomach.
Me either.
I was like, I looked it up online. Eventually, it was like 7.8% alcohol or something. I was like, oh, that's why I was feeling like crap.
Yep. I woke up at 4:30 this morning, just tossing and turning in bed. I'm like, oh, my stomach is so fucked right now. Like, oh god, why do I do this to myself?
Oh Jesus.
Yeah, it was not good. Oh man, that's weird. But anyway, yeah, that was my night last night.
That just reminded me actually. There's a part.
So
I don't know where it is in the song. In The first song of Eminem's new album, The Ringer.
I've listened to it a couple times actually. It's pretty good.
There's a part where you hear ooh-wee, and all I can think of is Mr. Meeseek story.
Ooh, Mr. Meeseek, look at me. Ooh.
He's trying.
I think I just searched on Reddit. Did you see the pumpkins painted as Mr. Meeseeks? Like
Maybe.
15 pumpkins. I'll send a picture to you. It's
might have.
fucking great, and it's actually a good idea for a pumpkin because it won't rot as fast, and it'll be pretty funny. Lol.
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 I gotta work on Halloween this year.
Yeah, whatever. It's just a day. It's a normal day. When is Halloween? It is on a Monday?
Yeah, but I gotta work Halloween night. Is what I'm saying.
Wednesday.
I have to coach at night on Halloween. So.
Yeah, but you quit your other job, right?
I got 2 more shifts there.
2 more shifts
Tomorrow and Friday at 12.
Make them as seamless as possible. Just go through and roll the punches and be done.
Well, it was funny, like my following shifts after I put my 2 weeks, one manager pulled me aside and she's like, so what's it gonna take to keep you here? Money, hours? And I was like, honestly, I just need time right now. Like I can't be working 2 jobs and busting my ass here and then going to my second job right now. Like,
because it's not like you have like, okay, I can finish my job at 4:00 in the afternoon, work till like 10:00 at night, and then be home. You have to wake up like 2 a.m. or 1 a.m. It's
yeah,
like
but both the jobs are like PetSmart. It's I work stock, so it's like Fridays the truck gets in at between 2 a.m. and 3:30 a.m. and I work until 9 o'clock in the morning. Yeah. And usually we're not done everything on the truck by then.
Mm-hmm.
And then my other job, working at the gym, putting holds on the wall, it's like try and be done by this time for when we get the majority of our members coming in that day.
Yep.
So it's like they're both kind of time sensitive. It's not something where it's like, oh, I can do that, when I get home tonight at 4:00 on the computer. Like some of my stuff at the gym that I can do that, but most of it I can't.
Well, so, I'm glad that
I am too.
Have some more free time. Good for you, bud.
I mean, less shitty hours of nights of sleeping and more
that means
time
6,000 achievements by next month.
Not that. Not that. Kidding. But yeah.
Cool. Well, anyway, man, that's all I got, dude.
I think that's all I got too.
Cool. I'll wrap it up there.
Sure.
Cool. Now go back into robot mode voice. This has been compilation, or what did I say? Component 27.
Wow.
Component
can't 27? Even get it right. Can't even do his job.
Dude. 27. Got Pretty Podcast. We're done. Check us out. We'll see you next week because we don't have to fucking skip weeks anymore. Woo.
Bye.
Bye. See ya.